Right, let's have a chat about those Champions League results. What a great night for the English teams. All three winning, all with clean sheets. Arsenal 4, Atletico Madrid 0. Merce, that is some statement win from your old club, isn't it?
Very much so. I think in Europe, you see results, everybody around. You look at tonight, Arsenal and PSG, you look at them results, if you was other teams around Europe, and you go, wow, no one beats Atletico Madrid 4 and, score that many goals against probably the second best team in Germany in Leverkusen. Phenomenal. But yeah, Alves hit the post, hit the bar a couple of minutes into the second half. Who knows if that goes in, different game. Can't take away from Arsenal. Just kept on going and just steamrolled them in the end. Literally steamrolled them. Ain't seen an Atletico Madrid team like that for a long time. Looked lost. Literally looked lost, looked beaten up. And just were well beaten. So, yeah, it's a massive statement. Big game this weekend now against Palace. They need to win that game. This is a big football match. So, yeah, they're rolling along now. But that's a great performance, especially in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid.
And it was coming up to the hour mark, wasn't it? They hadn't scored and you were just wondering if it was going to be one of those frustrating nights. But how often does a set piece open the door for Arsenal?
Yeah,
again?
And I don't think it was a free kick, if I'm being honest. I don't think it was one. But it gets whipped in. It's a Frank Lampard free kick. He whips it in, and it looks like if he misses it, I think it still goes in. But yeah, Gabriel comes steaming in, and he heads it. Goalkeeper gets a touch to it. It goes in. But brilliant service. I still think Atletico Madrid, one's going back, two are going back. They're all over the place, and that's not an Atletico Madrid for me. They weren't in a line. Two were dropping back, three stayed up, and Gabriel just steamrolled through. So yeah. Two set plays again. And the icing on the cake, Cucurella's getting 2 goals.
Yeah, because you said to me before the game, you said he has still made a difference even though he hasn't been scoring. His first Champions League goals, 3rd and 4th tonight for Arsenal. How much good will that do him?
Oh, massively. As a centre-forward, you want to score goals, even though you're working hard and the crowd are clapping in everything he does. First half, 9 touches, not 1 in the box. That's a worry. But yeah, come second half, you know what I like? He just keeps on going and going and going. He ain't all about himself. He's about the team. If he gets the ball down the channel, he'll play the easy ball for the team. He won't try and cut inside and have a 30-yard shot that's never, ever going to go in. Good team player. For me, you'd want him on your team. Not before Haaland, but you'd want him on your team. Yeah.
Great night for Gyökeres. First goals in 10 for club and country. Arsenal thumping Atletico Madrid. 3 wins from 3 in the Champions League. Newcastle, back-to-back wins. A 3-0 win over Mourinho's Benfica. And, Steve, we were talking about how Newcastle are at their best when their wide men are performing. Yep. Well, they all performed tonight, didn't they?
They were sensational. Every goal was absolutely sensational, especially in the wide areas. They just attack with pace. And when they do it, it's so hard to defend. First half, they probably just edged it on the chances. Benfica had some great chances. Luca Bacchio hit the outside of the post. Had another chance where Pope saved it really well. The change of the game came with 2 substitutions, Barnes and Joelinton, when they come on for Ramsey and Murphy. They changed the game, but a bit of impetus in midfield, a bit of spark to the game, and then the 2 goals after that from Barnes were just absolutely electric. The second one from Nick Pope, long throw, and Barnes just took it away, lovely finish. And the 3rd goal was just absolutely sublime with the football, interactive passing from Anthony Gordon, Valdemada, and then Barnes finished it off. Anthony Gordon was absolutely sensational tonight. Got presented with the player of the match trophy, fully deserved.
And was it a 65-yard assist from Nick Pope as well?
Was that what it was?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
But I say, what's the longest assist for a goalkeeper with a throw? The throw was magnificent. It looked a bit unorthodox, I've got to say, but it got to Barnes, and when he's got the ball, he's got one thought in his mind, head down, can I get into the box? And what a lovely, crisp finish across the goal. They was really professional, disciplined, they got the job done. They earned the right to play, waited for the game to stretch open, and when it gets open, there's no better team than Newcastle on the break.
Yeah, it's been a little bit stop-start this season for Newcastle, hasn't it? But maybe a result like that will really provide lift-off as they prepare to play Fulham back at St James's Park. And then they've got Spurs at home in the League Cup after that. Let's finish our wrap-up of the English teams. A great night for the Premier League sides, with Manchester City winning 2-0 away to Villarreal. Simple as that. Job done by half-time, wasn't it, Danny?
Yeah, it was. Haaland emphatic again. Right place, right time, 6 yards out, back of the net. He's just got such a fantastic knack of being in the right place at the right time. He was the one causing all sorts of problems. He drew 2 defenders to the far post for the second goal, Bernardo Silva, unmarked, 6 yards out, simple header. And that was it, done and dusted. City controlled it after that. They didn't really have to break sweat. Very late on, I think in the 89th minute, Vega hit the post from a corner, from a header. But City had almost sort of given up by then. You know, they were in absolute cruise mode. But I think Champions League's really interesting this season. New format, second time around. All the big teams seem to have taken it a bit more seriously. And this time last year, we've sort of seen a lot of strange results. This time, I think all the big teams seem to be winning and going, actually, we don't want to be anywhere near those playoffs come the end of the season.
And they've got a big game next. Dortmund come to town as well. Yeah. But a win for them. A first away win, though, in the Champions League since last October. There have been questions about them away from the Etihad.
Well, they struggled, didn't they? You know, they just made, well, them and PSG just made it in, I think, on the last game, you know, into the playoff situation. Last season was a write-off for City. You know, they simply were not good enough. They weren't at the races for many, many different reasons. I still think, as Mer said earlier, I still think they're a little way off it. You know, they need a few more. The reliance on Haaland is too much. You know, they need backup from other areas. And when the games come thick and fast and get a little bit harder, they can't just rely on Haaland scoring every single time. The rest of the team need to chip in a little bit more.